Gracias por continuar con nosotros en este bloque y bueno, pues tenemos ahora el privilegio de conectar con un grupo de estudiantes de la Universidad de Múnich, quienes, bueno, pues empiezan un emprendimiento que justamente viene a dar consecución a temas que nosotros acá desde New Horizons Radio pues siempre promovemos y evidenciamos, ¿no? Y es la necesidad de seguir creando espacios que busquen soluciones, que protejan nuestro medio ambiente, que en este caso justamente puedan tener bioestimulantes para la agricultura, a propósito de que hace unos días estuvimos hablando de eso, a partir del sargazo. Y aquí tenemos pues a tres jóvenes, Reinaldo Valdés, tenemos también a Bianca Hartman y tenemos con nosotros a Konstantin Scheffer, quienes de SeaSoilutions pues están con nosotros para contarnos un poco de qué va, ¿no?, esta iniciativa que tienen, y agradecer también el acompañamiento en esta parte de la conversación de nuestra coordinadora de ciencias del Colegio Bilingüe New Horizons, Ana Cattaneo. A todos, muchísimas gracias por el favor de esta conversación. Bienvenidos. Buenos días, chicos. Ana, buenos días.
Un placer, buenos días, gracias por invitarme a este segmento.
¿Nos escuchan? Buenos días.
Sí, muy buenos días a todos. Un placer estar aquí con ustedes.
Bien.
Cuéntenos un poquito sobre el proyecto, qué área de influencia va a tener, qué volumen de sargazo ustedes piensan recoger, dónde está la planta, de qué es lo que van a producir con el sargazo. Háblenos, denos todos los detalles, por favor.
Sí, perfecto. Lo voy a traducir a los muchachos porque no hablan español, pero así podemos participar todos. ¿Está bien?
Bien.
Guten Tag.
He's asking like to tell more about the project, what we do.
English.
Do you want to tell them in Spanish?
If it's in English, you guys can speak English. It's okay.
I think English is fine. English is fine?
Yes, English is fine. That's not an issue. Go ahead.
We're a team of students from the Technical University in Munich, Germany.
Okay.
Our project was founded in October 2019, and right now we're a team of 15 students, and this is like the travel team right now. We started our journey here in the DR on the 1st of October, and we will be here until the 17th. And our project is about the Sargasso plague and the challenge of doing something with the Sargasso algae. And our plan is to made somehow a biostimulant that's like a fertilizer 2.0 from it. And we are here right now to first get in contact with our contacts that we built from Germany to see firsthand on site the algae on the beach, and to somehow produce it here in really small batches in our lab.
So could you give me more detail? I mean, is this a project that is already, started? Do we have any actual information on the volume that you guys are going to process? Is a biochemical process already established, or are you just here on doing research? I mean, because it seems to me you're only here for 15 days. Is there an actual company working? Give me more details, please.
Yeah. So the project SeaSolution is part of Enactus. Enactus is a student initiative. It's worldwide. Over 70,000 students are in it, and it's organized by countries. So Germany has one big initiatives like Enactus Germany. Then there's one also in Puerto Rico. Unfortunately, the DR hasn't won yet.
Okay.
But we're part of Enactus Germany and also Enactus Munich. And Enactus Munich has some projects. It's not just SeaSolution, but there's also a project in Thailand. There's a project in India, in Morocco. There's one project currently in Colombia. And we're all focusing on doing entrepreneurship, but more likely social entrepreneurship. So the reason why we're all here is not that we want to earn lots of money with it, but we're doing this in our free time. We just care about the problem, and we kind of want to help solving the problem. And right now this is pretty in the beginning phase. So we're here to also validate our product because we tested the algae back in Germany in our labs, and we have some pretty good results. But that doesn't mean that it's also going to work out in the DR, especially if you like test it on plants and the plants here in the DR and not just in Germany. So right now it's mostly about like validating our product and get in contact with farmers and it's more like a start of the pilot phase here in the DR.
Okay, so and what is the actual byproduct or product that you're aiming at producing that you said you tested in Germany?
The product that we are aiming to produce is a biostimulant. It's kind of a fertilizer, but it's not like most of the fertilizers, a chemical one, but it is an organic and sustainable alternative for a fertilizer. And the advantages it has is that it strengthens the whole plant and not just giving it nutrients, but making the immune system of the plant stronger so that it can take up more nutrients and it's more resistant to stress, like for example, if the weather changes. So it's a very, it's a sustainable and also very good alternative for a chemical fertilizer. And since the Sargasso algae has a lot of valuable nutrients, our goal is to produce this fertilizer or this biostimulant out of the algae and give it to farmers that can use it for their plants.
Okay, right now here in the country, local producers have serious issues with traditional fertilizers, chemical fertilizers, because of the cost. Do you have any idea of what it would cost and the effect that it would have per acre, per hectare of this new biostimulant that you're aiming at producing?
Yes, so our goal is to produce a biostimulant that's affordable for almost every farmer. We would really like to also reach small-scale farmers and make it affordable for everyone who wants to use it. So since we're also a non-profit organization, we try to have the price as cheap as possible. And for now, the cost that we are thinking about is between $5 and $7 per liter of biostimulant. And then you would need 20 liters of biostimulant per hectare. For now, that's what we calculated. So we try to make it affordable for every farmer that is open to using our biostimulant.
Okay, and one final question before I'm sure Ana Laura's got several others. We've seen that the algae, once it is already deposited at the beach, let's say at the beach ledge, right? It's stranded on the beach. It is extremely complicated to pick up. And we've spoken to several other agencies and ministries, and they've told us that the best and most effective way of doing it is picking it up at sea. What is the mechanisms that you guys are proposing, or do you have that, or is that part of your project, or you're basically just working once the algae is at your plant?
So in the beginning, we were of course also thinking how to get the algae out of the sea. For now, we also had some meetings with SOS Carbon and Algenoa, who are really good working on collecting the algae already in the sea. And probably this will be our suppliers in the future. So they are collecting the algae already in the sea because that's also what we need to produce a biostimulant. It's the best, as you just said, to get the algae if it's still wet and fresh from the sea, but not already at the beach. This is what we're focusing on, but of course we have in mind that it's still a process that needs to be enhanced. So we're also thinking about maybe some alternatives or how you could make this process better.
Any issues, Ana Laura?
Yeah, my question is regarding, you mentioned that you have, for example, already some tests that you did in Germany. So can you tell us a little bit more about what was those results about and a little bit about that investigation on the algae? And if it was the algae that you pick up from here?
Okay, so right now Germany produced a lot of biostimulant out of the algae that we got sent from the Dominican Republic. So it was a dried algae, and we produced the biostimulant with the method that we developed, and then sent it to the lab to analyze it. So we analyzed the different parts of the biostimulant to get a more concrete idea about what is in there. And then we tested it also in a garden in Germany. And we tried it with letters. And for now, the results were pretty good. And we were really happy about it because we planted a part with the biostimulant. And then we had a control group using no biostimulant. And it turned out that the part with using the biostimulant, the letters were way bigger and looked way healthier. And it was also during a very hot season in Germany, so we could conclude that the biostimulant really makes the plants more resistant to stress if it doesn't get that much water, if it's hot, or in general it takes more of the nutrients from the floor.
Excellent, great. And can you tell us a little bit more about the process on how is this new fertilizer it's made? If you have to dry the algae or how long you can store the product, or a little bit more about that.
Yeah, maybe let's tell not too much here, but we can give you some details.
Yeah, I imagine, of course.
Yeah, I mean, our goal was to have the product, the production process as simple as possible, so that in the future people in the Dominican Republic also can produce it. Because in the end, we don't want to produce it in Germany, but we want people to produce it in the Dominican Republic. It's roughly a process of cooking the algae, and we have some different steps to do it. And in the end, it's a liquid biostimulant. We can show it to you as well. We produced some the other day.
Oh wow! Great.
It's a brownish liquid, and you can store it at room temperature for a long time. So after producing it, you can store it for a while. But after getting the algae out of the ocean, it's important to produce it as soon as possible.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I was thinking about that because you know that the amount of algae is not always the same here, at least in the Dominican Republic. We have some, it's like a seasonal thing, you know. So yes, but thank you so much. I don't know if you have any more questions.
Yeah, I mean, do you have an estimate, or is that part of what your foundation? I mean, you said that in other islands, you've already have the project more or less on foot, and it's been running for a while. But here in the Dominican Republic, it's still in a preliminary phase, if we could call it that. Do you have any estimate on when you could actually begin processing and getting this biofuel or biostimulant from it?
Maybe real quick to get this right.
Okay.
Maybe you kind of like misunderstood us here. It's like not really ongoing that the project SeaSolution is currently like ongoing in other countries like like Rico or something else. This was like mainly about maybe I was also miscommunicating here. This is about like the Enactus Munich thing. So SeaSolution is really just in the DR, or trying.
Trying to be here.
Yeah. So
Great.
Right now we are like at the stage of having like a pilot to produce it here with like some students. We're really happy like about our meetings, like with our trip here. Let's see what cooperations come out of it. I think we will know more in about like 2, 3, 4 weeks. And we're really happy to start like some validating, like also like more plans, validating here the product, because we are pretty confident that there are like some other nutrients in our biostimulant, like besides that are part like from the dried algae from Germany, So let's see, and that's like our main goal right now, to validate it, because the least thing we want is like to sell a product that is like not good, and that helps, doesn't help like a lot, because obviously it's not like that you can like pick it out of the water and it's like perfectly fine and you don't have any issues with it. There are like some problems we also like have to face with the algae, otherwise everyone like could do it.
Well, I hope that these next 4 weeks then are useful, and that eventually we do have not only a product like the one you're promoting, but actually a final and solution to the algae problem at the beaches. Because even though this is a natural phenomena, it's basically a natural phenomena that is affecting a very relevant industry here in the country. And it's really dramatic that we cannot use it for some alternative use other than just trying to get it out of the beach as it stands right now. Hopefully we can get our students to meet with you guys later on and get to know your project and your products and how, you know, the research done somewhere as far as München is being useful to what we're doing here, or to the problem we have here. And basically, if the Dominican Republic is actually the first step in terms of the Caribbean islands where you're going to develop this product and all the linkages so that it actually works, that we can, you know, later on export the knowledge and export the industry somewhere else.
Maybe one more thing, if you guys are interested, and also like the students, I think the best way to contact us, to get in touch with us, is right now through Instagram. We update daily like on things that we are doing right now here in the DR.
Okay.
And also we will like be really active in the future. So yeah, follow us there, leave a like. Yeah, we will be happy.
Okay, Ana Laura, that's your role then.
Sí, por supuesto. De verdad que muchísimas gracias por esta oportunidad y sí, claro que sí, vamos a estar en contacto para ver si podemos programar algunas conversaciones, algunas charlas con los estudiantes, y como les dije también, ver si podemos también hacer algún encuentro en vivo, ¿no? Con ustedes y los estudiantes, de verdad que sí.
Sí, muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much, guys. Good luck.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for the invite.
Ana, en definitiva, este proyecto, si bien todavía, como dicen ellos, está en estado embrionario, ¿no?
Uh-huh.
Todavía no termina de arrancar, pero es una solución
es
interesantísima,
buenísima.
¿no?
No, es buenísima, mira, por muchas cosas. Ay, me están filmando, yo pensé que,
Sí,
pensé que era...
estamos en el aire
Ay,
todavía.
perdón, sorry.
Dale.
No, es buenísimo, porque, o sea, cuando yo escuché este proyecto, de una vez me puse a pensar los objetivos del milenio. O sea, por ejemplo, el sábado es el Día Mundial de la Alimentación, y la Organización Mundial de la Salud, a través de FAO, lo que está promoviendo en este año, el mensaje de este año es producción de alimentos biosostenible. Entonces, ¿qué mejor forma de producir alimentos de forma biosostenible que con una ayuda, como están proponiendo ellos, natural? O sea, estamos hablando de un fertilizante que
sale del mar, o
exacto,
sea, rico en minerales.
Un montón de nitrógeno tiene
nitrógeno,
eso. O sea, que es súper bueno. Y más si ellos dicen ahora que, por eso yo le estaba preguntando de qué tal los resultados que ellos hicieron con las pruebas. Uh-huh. Y ellos hicieron pruebas serias, o sea, hicieron pruebas ya con hasta casos controles. O sea, que quiere decir que de verdad los resultados que tienen apuntan a que sí es un producto que puede ayudar al crecimiento de las plantas de una forma natural, y que por el otro lado le estás dando una solución al tema del sargazo, que es un problema bien serio.
Sí, no, y óyeme, ahora mismo, por ejemplo, acá en el país, el costo de los fertilizantes se ha disparado de una manera insostenible.
También.
Fíjate que en el día de hoy, y ese es uno de los temas que hemos estado tratando en el programa, tenemos que hay una comisión norteamericana encabezada por la embajadora, que en gobiernos pasados fue negociadora del propio Tratado de Libre Comercio con Estados Unidos, tratando el tema de los productores de arroz y de que ver de qué forma esas cláusulas de salvaguarda con el arroz no se eliminan entre el 2022 y 2025, como está actualmente establecido en el acuerdo. Los productores de arroz sencillamente no van a poder competir y con los precios de los fertilizantes ahora mismo es absolutamente imposible. El precio del arroz local es demasiado barato y los encadenamientos que hay con respecto a la producción de arroz entre el productor, el maquilador y el distribuidor final, sencillamente van todos siempre en detrimento del productor. Entonces, eso que ella habló ahí de 5, 6, 7 dólares por litro.
No, $5 por litro es excelente.
5 dólares por litro y 20 litros para una hectárea. Una hectárea son 10.000 metros, son 16 tareas. O sea, si tú con 16 tareas lo puedes hacer con 20 litros, serían 100 dólares, 6.000 pesos. Es muy bueno. Es manejable, ¿entiendes? Es sumamente manejable porque te está costando, es un precio parecido a lo que sería el precio anterior de lo que costaban los fertilizantes, no lo que te está costando hoy en día. Y es natural, no es con petroquímico que lo estamos haciendo, ¿tú entiendes? O sea, el nitrógeno lo estamos consiguiendo en un origen natural, como tú señalas. Ojalá y los alumnos del colegio puedan rápidamente, tú puedas organizar una excursión con ellos allá. Dicen que van a estar aquí 4 semanas más, por lo menos un grupo pequeño que pueda ir allá y conocerlos y ver lo que están haciendo. Me imagino lo del ecoclub para ellos sería interesante.
Sí, totalmente.
Y para también los alumnos de las clases de química. Son soluciones como esta las que tenemos que buscar definitivamente, porque el sargazo hay que resolverlo. Y obviamente uno de los temas fundamentales es la recolección en el agua, no es permitir que llegue a la tierra.
Sí.
Me dicen que ese proyecto está aprobado por el Ministerio de Turismo, pero no se ha podido llevar a cabo.
El de recolección en el mar.
El de recolección en el mar se aprobó en el gobierno pasado, pero no se ha podido llevar a cabo. De hecho, tuvimos una entrevista acá con una persona que nos dio todos los detalles. Ojalá y eso suceda y que, bueno, esto también camine. Señores, muchísimas gracias por haber escuchado esta sección de nuestro programa.